things that you can do on your screen.
Okay.
This is for your heated steering wheel, just to turn it on.
Yeah, I tried that already. Yeah.
Okay.
It does get pretty warm.
It does, yeah. And then here is cruise control and lane keep assist.
Okay.
All right. So if you want to use cruise control, you have to be going at least 40 miles an hour.
Okay.
Once you hit the speed that you'd like to set, you're gonna press this button right here.
Mm-hmm.
Once I press that, it doesn't mean that cruise control is on. It means that I can now set it. Okay, so they do like a two-factor thing so that you don't turn it on by mistake.
Right.
Okay, so I can now set it. I've reached the speed that I want to set. Let's say 50 miles an hour. I'm going to hold it down. You see it says set here.
Right.
It's letting me know we can't do cruise control. I don't have my seatbelt on. We're not driving the car.
Right.
Otherwise, it'll tell me we're on cruise control. I can take my foot off the gas. I will stay at that speed. I can go faster and slower from here. It's a good way to rest your leg on a long road trip.
Yep.
The cool thing about this cruise control is you see the bars that come up on the screen. Each bar represents 10 feet. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40. And you can set the minimum distance that you want to keep between your car and the car in front of you while you're on cruise control.
Okay.
So instead of having to press the brake every time you get too close to the car, which of course cancels cruise control, you have to restart it.
Right.
Your car is going to adjust its speed to maintain that distance.
Okay.
When the car in front of you is no longer in your way, you'll go gradually back to the original speed and you will just continue to adjust automatically.
So it kind of like will brake if, let's say you put in 50 feet, it'll start to
So the
brake
max is
it
40. So 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, it'll start to slow down.
So if it gets within 40 feet, it's going to automatically
It's going to keep that distance, yeah.
Okay.
And then this is your lane keep assist. This is something that you can use while you're on cruise control. You can also use it on its own. This is also for 40 miles an hour or above though. And this will keep the car in the lane.
Okay.
So remember, you have road departure mitigation. That one's different. That one you have to be going 25 or above.
Right.
And it's not doing it for you. It's letting you know so that you can adjust yourself.
Right.
This one will actually
turn the...
Yes. You're going to feel the steering wheel adjust itself. If you try to veer off, it nudges you back to the center every time.
Yep.
So with lane keep assist, there's a few things to keep in mind. If you want to switch lanes, use your turn signal. That's how you're overriding lane keep assist.
Okay.
If not, the car's working to keep you inside of the lane.
Okay.
And also another concern is, what if there's some debris or something on the road and I didn't use my turn signal and I need to suddenly veer off? You will be able to. You're going to feel some resistance. Nothing crazy, but pushing past that resistance also overrides lane keep assist.
Okay. So when you first get in the car, if you want to do it, you could press that right away?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yeah, this
but
one
it's not on automatically. It's like you have to actually... Okay.
Yeah, you have to hit 40 miles an hour. It's going to let you know on the screen also when it's engaged.
So
and you'll feel it.
What are the two main, like if I want the other one, the driver assisted, the 25 miles an hour, where do I press again? So I press...
So that's on by default.
That's on by default.
Yeah, and the way that you would be able to kind of customize those things is by going into your vehicle settings, and then you're going to go into driver assist system, which are... this is where all of the... Oh, let me just turn this on. Yeah, these are all your Honda sensing features. You can customize them. For example, the forward collision warning, which is a collision mitigation, this distance is set to a normal. You can feel it out, and maybe you'll be like, I wish that I could get this this alert when I'm a little further behind the car, or maybe you don't want it to happen so soon. And you can adjust that here. Blind spot, you can, if you don't like the beeping when you have your turn signal, remember it's only when you have your turn signal towards a direction, because you need that extra alert. You're already telling the car, I'm gonna turn, and the car's like, no, you have a blind spot, beep beep beep, you have a car in the blind spot. If you don't like the beeping, you can just do visual alert. You have a lot of different ways that you can play around with it, but the first step is just to understand what you have, feel it out, and then you can change it if you'd like. Okay, but for the Honda sensing features, besides your adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist, they're all going to be accessed through here, vehicle settings. Okay. you know, you have your wireless charger. Try not to keep your keys or anything that has like a chip or a magnet on there, because it can interfere.
Demagnetize it. Like you shouldn't put your wallet there, I guess.
Right.
Okay.
Drive mode. This is so you can change the mode. So you'll see here you have sport. That's going to give you more speed, more acceleration, and you will of course use more gas. You have normal, you have econ, which will decrease the acceleration capacity of the car slightly. And also the climate control, the power of the climate control. It decreases the power of it slightly. That's how you're saving gas and you're economizing not just the use of gas but battery life as well.
So it so the climate control, if you put on econ, it'll, I don't know, let's say you put it on 80.
Yeah, sometimes you can actually hear it. So if you see it goes down slightly.
Okay, so the fan might not blow as
Exactly.
far or
That's
whatever.
something that you won't even feel that.
Probably much
Yeah, unless it's like
difference.
100 degrees outside or
Right.
like 0 degrees outside.
But so it saves you money on gas, basically.
Yes.
It says, and is
But
there?
it's not magical. It decreases the acceleration of the car. That's how you're
Okay.
saving. So if you were to choose when to use
when to use
econ,
it? Yeah.
it'd probably be local roads. You don't need a lot of
Is-
acceleration.
It's
You're
better.
not on the highway.
It's better to use it on local roads.
I use it all the time personally. I'm
Right.
not a fast driver.
Right.
But again,
But if you had to choose between one or the other, it'd be better to use it while you're on local roads as opposed to.
yeah.
Got it.
And then you have snow. That's going to change the traction. It's going to adjust it for the most ideal.
But even if you don't put it on snow,
You'll be fine.
it's all wheel drive.
Yes.
So okay.
Yes.
And is there anything like with the it being a hybrid that, I mean, other than the economy, I mean, there's nothing that
There's nothing that you have to do.
to
Your
make
battery charges with the motor.
Right.
And if you ever are on like very low gas, then it'll go into just relying on the battery.
Okay, so it could go for a while even if you're low on gas? Like
Yes,
it can go for
exactly.
like how long do you think?
And usually, I'm going to ask Lavelle. He should know the exact mileage. And again, it's usually better to, if that circumstance happens when you're on a local road, obviously not in the highway, to
Oh.
rely on, your bit of battery
Right.
that has charged from the motor.
Okay, but if it's like totally on empty, you probably have a little
little
ways to
bit,
play
yeah.
with, more than you would normally.
Exactly. This is your e-brake or
Okay.
parking brake. You just
Okay.
lift it and that's it. It's on. To take it off, you push on the brake pedal and you push down. All right, and then brake hold.
That's the parking brake you said,
right
right?
here, yeah.
Right.
Like, before
Right,
it was
right,
here,
right.
sometimes it was a pedal off to the
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
And then brake hold will hold the brake for you, so you don't have to keep your foot on the pedal if you don't want to.
Okay.
So circumstance could be bumper to bumper traffic, and you just have your foot on the brake for a while.
Right.
You
Or
want to
you're at
rest
a
your leg,
red
press
light
brake
and
hold.
you don't want to,
Now, when you're ready to drive, you have two options. You can
Okay.
just press brake hold again.
Mhm.
It completely shuts it off, and you're just gonna start, rolling like regular, unless you have your foot on the brake. Or, let's say I'm in bumper to bumper traffic. I know I need to move forward, but I'm gonna be just pressing the brake right away.
Right.
You can drive with the accelerator.
Okay.
Remember, you haven't pressed brake hold again. You're still on brake hold. You can move forward with the accelerator and then press the brake when you have to. You could release the brake and it's still going to hold it because you haven't pressed brake hold again.
Okay. So you press brake hold to start it and then brake hold
With your
again.
foot on the brake.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to release
If you
the
know you're
brake
about
hold.
to use it again, like you don't.
Right. But like as soon as you press the accelerator, it goes off of brake hold?
It
Or-
doesn't go off of brake hold, but you're able to drive. It's
Okay.
not. It's not holding the brake. It's not like if I'm holding the brake and driving at the same time. No. So you're overriding it for that minute.
Okay.
It's pressing the brake that engages it. So then, now I'm at another traffic jam.
Okay.
I'm pushing the brake, and I
Right.
can let it go because my brake hold is not off yet.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
And then to totally get rid of the brake hold,
You just press it again.
Press it again. Okay.
Exactly. Sure he explained to you that this is a key to your wheel lock.
No, I mean he told me about that, but I didn't
So
know
this
that
is a
that
key
was
to
the-
your wheel lock.
Okay.
And there's a slip in here. The slip has, among other things, a serial number. I always suggest that you don't keep them in the same place. God, if you lose all of this, it'll be very hard to get you another one.
Okay. So
or
it
take a
should not be in
picture.
the car, basically.
No, it should be in the car because if
Oh.
you get a, if you
have to-
suddenly,
yeah, okay, I
you
got it.
need
We
it.
gotta
But
get
take
the-
a picture at least. Take a picture of the slip so you can have the serial number.
Okay.
And if you lose this, you can order it with the serial number.
Okay.
But if you were to
Okay.
lose all this, you
Right.
won't have the serial number, and
Right,
it'll be a lot
right,
harder.
right. Okay, so that has to be in the car because in case you need to take the rim or
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if for some reason the thing gets still stolen anyway,
You're gonna need that serial number in there.
Okay.
Yeah, to
Got
order
it.
another one.
Got
Oh, and this is just a hill descent control, so it's gonna give you some control if you're ever going like down a steep hill. It's rare that we would use this in New York, but
okay.
it's good to
like
know.
if it's in the snow, I guess. I don't know.
It could help in the snow, but it's more just about the incline.
Right.
I see your phone is connected already. Let me just check a few things here. Again, this is your screen. This is your go-to screen for a lot of the systems that the car has that you can turn on, off, or just customize. Let me see your walkaway, your auto door lock. That's fine. I'm gonna turn on the walkaway auto lock for you. It's
Okay.
not on right now.
Okay.
As long as you leave the car with your keys, the doors will lock automatically.
Okay.
Okay. You're gonna hear for one beep. So if you have your key like in your backpack or something, you don't have to worry about digging in it to lock the door.
Right.
You're gonna walk away. The car senses the key fob moving further away. It locks the doors and it goes beep. I locked the door.
Right.
However, if you ever hear beep 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 beep, the car is like, hey, come back. I couldn't lock the door. Maybe the car is still on. Maybe one door didn't close properly.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So as long as you hear that one beep, you're okay. Apple CarPlay is already connected, so that's cool. That's your home menu. I'm sure you're already aware of that.
Yeah.
Everything that's compatible with the car will be on the screen. You can talk to Siri.